Hey, good morning and happy Friday. Thanks for joining us on the KOCO Facebook page as well as the Meteorologist Taylor Cox KOCO Facebook page. I can hear my audio, which means that you should be able to hear me as well, but if you can't hear me, just go ahead and let me know. If you can't hear me at any time in the Facebook Live, let me know, but also if you have any questions, concerns, comments, put them in the chat, in the comments section. I'm pretty good about getting to those and answering your questions. And we have a lot to talk about this morning, so let's get right into it. Hopefully I can answer all of your weather questions, all of your weather inquiries this morning, and you'll leave here knowing exactly what to expect for the day. Right now we're seeing some patchy fog out there. I think that we could see this through the early to mid-morning hours. I'd say by about 10 o'clock this is probably gone. We're probably going to see some stronger winds in here by then, so that's going to push it out. But until then, go ahead and take your time on the roads this morning. I don't want you to be too surprised as you get out the door. You know, it's not going to be as dense as yesterday in terms of that fog. It's going to be patchy out there, so you may see it at times pretty dense, other times pretty light. Right now we're just kind of seeing a haze over Oklahoma City, but we'll continue to track that for you, again clearing up by about 10 o'clock this morning. Temperatures are in the 40s and 50s at the door right now. You can see clearly who has gotten impacted by that front and who has not quite yet. Temperatures back to the west are in the 40s and through central and eastern Oklahoma in the 50s. A very mild start, a very humid start for some this morning. Chase said it best whenever he was on the roads earlier. He said, it's humid outside, but the roads are dry. So you can feel that moisture in the air, but it's not impacting your drive this morning other than the fog. Now, wind conditions have started to pick up here. I actually may move this front over a little bit. We have a north wind up in Enid, about 15 miles an hour. A north wind in Clinton as well, 22 miles an hour. Behind this front, we're definitely going to see a stronger wind speed. And while we are on the topic of winds, I want to go ahead and just get you your wind forecast right here. This will help you give you an idea of what we're expecting later on today. You can see that the strongest winds are moving from the north to central Oklahoma by early afternoon. But after that and closer to dinner time, we will see those winds start to die down. Still from the north overnight, but switching back to the south for tomorrow. Very light for tomorrow as well, so that'll be nice. All right, moving on to your what to wear forecast. What do you need for today? Well, I think it just depends on who you are. If you're like me, I needed a jacket this morning, but a lot of people here said they didn't need a jacket at all this morning and it felt pretty comfortable out there. Mid-50s right now here in Oklahoma City, so if you liked what you saw yesterday, we're about 10 degrees warmer. You probably don't need your jacket, but if you get cold like I do, I get cold really easily, I wanted my jacket this morning. For tomorrow, you probably won't need your jacket. Tomorrow morning you will, but tomorrow afternoon you won't. Okay, as we head into the afternoon, clouds will start to clear. We'll see more sunshine this afternoon with temperatures into the low 60s. That's your high today, 61. And then this evening, you're going to want a jacket again. Temperatures will be back into the 50s. Any questions initially this morning? I asked on here, who is ready for Thanksgiving and have you done your grocery shopping yet? I know that's a big thing on a lot of people's minds this year. We're trying to decide what we want to make for things, what we want to bring to, every family's house. So if you have any good recipes, share that with me as well. All right, overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning, it's a little bit colder than what we're seeing this morning. Temperatures are down into the 30s and 40s with a north wind, not bringing us too much of a chill because it's not very heavy. I'm gonna move this out of the way. You see me better now? Okay, it's not very strong, excuse me there, only about 10 miles an hour. And tomorrow, that wind changing back to the south, still only about 10 miles an hour. Tomorrow is absolutely gorgeous and a perfect day to get outside. Mid-60s are expected tomorrow afternoon with a lot of sunshine out there and a south wind, only about 10 miles an hour. I am excited to watch the OU game tomorrow. It's an early game. It's 11 o'clock, and I'm more excited for this weather. So hopefully if you're going to watch some football tomorrow, maybe do some cooking, you can find a chance to get outside because it's going to be gorgeous tomorrow. Now things start to change on Sunday. Now I'm sure this is what a lot of people are watching for. We have a chance for storms on Sunday. That'll be in the afternoon. So this is kind of the start of that next change. We have showers moving in late Saturday night into early Sunday morning. We're probably going to get some rain as you wake up on Sunday morning. That will continue for central and eastern Oklahoma, but what we're watching for here is that storm chance, that severe chance in the afternoon hours. Now here's the thing, what happens in the morning will greatly determine, will change or could impact, there's a good word for it. What happens in the morning will greatly impact what happens in the afternoon. If we get a lot of cloud cover, if those temperatures stay really stagnant in the morning, our severe chance is going to be a lot lower. If we can get some sunshine and we can see those temperatures warm up a little bit, our storm chance will be higher. Now the likelihood on this day to get some good sunshine and some of that diurnal heating is pretty low, but we're still watching for that severe chance here. We've got a dry line out to the west. We'll have what we call a triple point moving in, and that will bring some forcing in to get some storms out of this. Now our severe chance, as I mentioned, is on the lower end, and it could be isolated, but we're still watching for all of central Oklahoma here, a good portion of the state, and a marginal risk, that's a level 1 on a scale of 5 through Sunday afternoon and into the late night. Your biggest impacts will be quarter-sized hail, but we could also see some 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts sneak in there as well. I'm keeping this at a medium right now. We're going to watch it. I want you to make sure that you're staying up to date with your forecasts over the next few days here, because we'll get more and more information as this system gets closer. Real quickly, before we go to this 5+5 day, I want to show you your rainfall totals. So from Sunday to Monday, we'll get storms on Sunday, rain again on Monday. We're expecting to get about a quarter to half an inch of rain here, about half to 1 inch of rain out towards central and eastern Oklahoma. Oklahoma City, we're kind of sitting in the middle, so I think our best bet is about a half inch of rain. There you go. There's your 5+5 day. That takes you all the way through Monday. By Tuesday, those temperatures are going to plummet back down into the 50s. Overnight lows into the 30s. These are your days that you need to take any sensitive plants from your porch and bring them inside. So if you're going to be gone over Thanksgiving, go ahead and bring those plants in before you even head out, before you even leave the house for your Thanksgiving break. As you're coming back from your plans for Thanksgiving, it's going to be colder here in Oklahoma than whenever you left it. So make sure that you've got your jacket with you to wear on the way back. If you're staying in town, it's probably going to be an inside Thanksgiving unless you're okay with these temperatures in the 50s. It's not terrible. It's not, it's going to be colder than what we've been seeing, but it's not a terrible forecast here. Mid-50s, a little bit of sunshine, a south wind, kind of breezy south wind. Now by Friday, if you have your Thanksgiving the next day, it'll be an indoor Thanksgiving. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're expecting some rain, and I know a lot of questions have been, what about that winter weather? Well, I can pull up this map here. I think it does a pretty good job. Let me pull it up for you guys. It shows that we could get a little bit of winter weather, probably farther up to the north. I'm really not expecting that here in Oklahoma City. Hang on, let me get you to this here. In the meantime, while I'm pulling this up, does anyone have any questions? Cherry says, hope you have a great day. Gary says, good morning from Moore. Good morning, good morning. Thank you for joining us this morning. All right, here you go. Come on. I know if you guys have seen Facebook Live before, you know how much we really work to get this all lined up so you guys can see this, but man, sometimes the maps really give me a run for my money here. All right, or at least to line up the maps. Okay, let's take a look at your snowfall here. This is for next weekend, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Could we get some snow up in the northern half of the state? It's definitely possible. Could we see flurries here in Oklahoma City? I just don't think our temperatures are going to be cold enough for that. They're not going to stick right now. Our temperatures on Friday are highs in the 50s and overnight lows right at that freezing point. So the likelihood for this to reach the ground and stick is pretty low, but it's still possible. We still want to show you this because it's possible. What about ice? I know that three-letter word that no one wants to hear. Well, that's also possible. We're going to see that Friday night into Saturday. Not a great chance, really hugging the Oklahoma-Kansas state line. A really, really low chance here. I even, kind of hesitate to even show these models because look how far out that is. That is still a week and a day out. We are still 7 to 8 days away from seeing this come to fruition. A lot can change in that time. So I don't want you to take this and run with it right now. I want you to be aware of it, and I want you to come back next week and make sure that you are keeping up to date on your forecasts, because that's going to give us, as we get closer and closer, that's going to give us a lot more information of what will go on during that time. But we want to let you know about it now. Most likely staying with that rain for Friday and Saturday here in Oklahoma City, with temperatures in the right around that freezing point to the 50s on Friday, even colder than that with the front coming through by Saturday, with temperatures topping out in the 40s with a north wind, so we'll get a little bit of a chill in there as well. There you go. There's your 5 plus 5 day forecast. Any questions this morning? Katie asks, do you think it'll get cooler than 55 on Thanksgiving Day? Well, I mean, in the morning, it'll be cooler than 55. And then, of course, in the evening, it will as well. But I think that this 55 will be what we see on Thanksgiving. I mean, that'll be your high for the day. And we reach our high this time of year right around 2 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Kind of depending on what's going on out there. It depends on our winds and our cloud cover. Daryl says, good morning. Western Oklahoma needs rain. Yeah, I know. I think a lot of us need rain out there. Unfortunately, it's coming slowly. Slowly but surely. Let's take a look at that drought monitor this morning. Anyone have anything fun they're excited to make for Thanksgiving? That's my favorite part, is the food. I think that's a lot of people's favorite part. I am getting really excited for Thanksgiving. I feel like now that it has gotten colder, and the ice skating rink is opening up today, and the Christmas tree is all lit up in Bricktown. They just had their lights on last night. It's really making me excited for this holiday season. Okay, here's your drought monitor. We have the extreme drought still hugging the southwestern side of the state near the Oklahoma-Texas state line. We've got the severe drought for southern Oklahoma and portions of north central Oklahoma. Still others are in that abnormally dry to the moderate drought range. But let's see how this compares to last week. So from this week to last week, it looks like nope, hang on. We really haven't moved much here, if anything. If anything, we've seen more people get into this dry zone here, this abnormally dry, but other than that, there really hasn't been many changes from this week to last week. All right, any other questions this morning? But yeah, I know Western Oklahoma really needs that rain. Good morning. Danny says, my coffee forecast is warm, dark, wet, and delicious. Yes, mine too. I have, this is my second cup of coffee this morning. and this is my Uncle Danny here. Raisin pie for Thanksgiving. This is a running joke in my family because my grandpa likes to make raisin pie, which I have not tried, but his pumpkin pie is delicious, so I think I'll stick with pumpkin. He makes chocolate pie as well. I think that's his favorite. Kimberly says, good morning. Seth says, happy Friday. It is a good Friday. All my days are really confused this week, but it's Good Friday. I just have to keep reminding myself it's Friday, it's Friday, it's Friday. Okay, I think those are all of your graphics that I have for you this morning. And so I'm going to hop off of here and get ready for our next cut-in. We have a cut-in right before your 8 o'clock hour. And we have a few more cut-ins, and then we have a show at 9 o'clock. It's an hour-long show, so you can watch that, of course, on your ABC station. Or you can tune in at KOCO.com. We have a red banner at the top of the screen. That'll take you directly to our live show. If you miss it and you want to watch it later, you can watch that all the way up until our 4 o'clock show today. You can also do the same with the KOCO mobile app. It's free to download, and it gives you a lot of great information on the app as well. Okay, have a phenomenal Friday. I'll see you back here, same time, same place tomorrow morning.